The things you will need to make our cupcakes is 1 box of your favorite cake mix, 1 box of pre-made fondant, food coloring, 3 eggs, 1 cup of water, a mixing bowl, a fork or a spoon to mix it with, 2 pieces of wax paper, a 1/3 cup of oil, some baking liners, and finally some vanilla frosting. Now would be a good time to turn your oven on to 350. Let's put all our ingredients together. Open your cake mix. Add your water, your oil, and your 3 eggs. Then mix it all up. While the cupcakes are cooling, I'm going to teach you how to make fondant roses. The next step is to roll the 7 pieces of fondant into balls. They don't have to be perfect because we're going to squish them later. Take one of the fondant balls and take your other piece of wax paper, fold the wax paper over, and squish the fondant with your finger. And then at one end, squish the fondant with your finger again to make it thinner, like a rose petal, to make the center of our rose. Repeat this process for all of the fondant balls, and then you're going to want to start layering around the center of the rose to make the full rose. After you're done with all your layers, you have a finished rose. Now what I do is I place the fondant on a toothpick and stick it in some foam or cardboard just to let the fondant harden up. One extra thing I added to our rose is a leaf. You're going to do the same thing like you did with your rose petals. You're going to tear off a piece, roll it into a ball, and flatten it out. Then you can either use a knife or just mold it with your hands to create the leaf. You're going to stick it on the rose that you just made. And there you have it, a little fondant rose. We're going to take our icing, which I had dyed and put into a big Ziploc bag, so it's going to act like our piping bag. I'm going to cut the end off of the piping bag. Now take your icing bag with your end cut off, and you're going to just squeeze it around the cupcake. And just keep going until you have a nice little icing on it. And you're going to do that for the rest of them. When you're done icing your cupcakes, we're going to take the roses that we made earlier, and we're going to pop off the toothpicks and just set it in the icing. And there you have it, one finished cupcake with a fondant rose.